evening. The Abu Dhabi Fund for Development (ADFD) has signed a grant agreement worth $9 million with the government of Seychelles to support the National Social Housing Project. President Patrick Emini attended the signing ceremony on Wednesday in Abu Dhabi on the sidelines of the World Government Summit. The project includes the construction of 80 housing units at Orchid Village at Babaron, intended for low-income families. The units will consist of 2 and 3 bedroom homes. Apart from housing construction, the project also includes the development of essential infrastructure such as electricity, water supply, and sanitation networks. Since 1979, the Abu Dhabi Fund for Development has supported Seychelles' development through financing across several key sectors, including housing, energy, telecommunications, and transport. President Emini met with the third cohort of the Seychelles Government Leadership Program during the World Government Summit in Dubai, and the cohort included 13 senior officials from key sectors such as health, environment, education, security, tourism, and information communication technology.
A State House communique says discussions focused on leadership, governance, and applying lessons from the program to real public sector challenges. It says participants pointed out that the program strengthened their strategic thinking, adaptability, and ability to use innovation, partnerships, and modern governance tools, whilst also giving them exposure to global best practices and peer learning. The initiative is part of the broader Seychelles UAE Cooperation on Government Development and Modernization, which aims to build leadership and institutional capacity in the public sector. President Emini praised the program's impact, reaffirmed the government's commitment to leadership development, and highlighted the strong Seychelles UAE partnership focused on effective, innovative, and people-centered governance.
Members of the National Assembly are giving their reactions to the State of the Nation address delivered by President Emini in the National Assembly last Thursday, 27th of January. Yesterday, the two leaders in the Assembly gave their reaction, and after that, the other members gave theirs. In today's session, members continued with their responses to the State of the Nation address, and the response has been divided between the two parties in the Assembly. All members of the LDS side have seen that this speech has not been true on the current state of Seychelles. On the side of the US members, all those who have taken the floor have seen it as one of the best speeches on the state of the nation that a president has made in recent years. Nature Seychelles, in collaboration with Canopy by Hilton Resort, has prepared 200 mangrove seedlings in small pots, and in the near future, these mangroves will contribute to the rehabilitation of the wetland located within the hotel's premises. This is one of the several initiatives through which Nature Seychelles and the Department of Climate Change are supporting the hotel in its wetland rehabilitation efforts. During the activity, Nature Seychelles and the Canopy Hilton Resort unveiled a general wetland signboard aimed at educating hotel guests about the importance of wetlands. The activity was carried out yesterday to commemorate World Wetlands Day. The Minister for Education and Human Resources Development, David Pierre, learned more about the role of the TGMI Guy Morel Institute during a strategic session. The session was attended by members of the board, the management team of TGMI, and its executive director, Patrick Bristol. The aim of the meeting was to strengthen cooperation between the ministry and TGMI in alignment with the national education policies. Among the topics discussed where the need for international training opportunities for TGMI staff similar to those available at other educational institutions. Mr. Bristol noted that the session also provided TGMI with an opportunity to share its strategic plan.
To have our budget approved. In fact, our budget, once we've been through the deliberation, we will be sending that to the Minister for Education to approve. And another important document which we'll be looking at is our charter, which has been in existence for over 5 years, and it needs some revision into it. So we will be discussing that as well. And also, we will be meeting with the Minister for Education and his PS to find out how we can collaborate between TGMI, the Ministry of Education as our parent ministry, and how we can have better synergy in terms of improving TGMI, which is basically a government entity, which sometimes there's a lot of misunderstanding in terms of the role of TGMI, how TGMI fits within the context of providing services to the public service in the country.
The fourth edition of the Japanese Film Festival has officially opened in Seychelles, and the festival, organized by the Embassy of Japan in Seychelles in collaboration with the Japan Foundation and the Seychelles National Institute for Culture, Heritage and the Arts, runs from the 3rd to the 7th of this month, February. The official opening ceremony took place yesterday with the screening of the first film, Father of the Milky Way Railroad, released in 2023. The film explores the strained relationship between a young boy and his father as the boy chooses a different path in life centered on farming, religion, and writing. The opening ceremony was attended by invited guests, including the Ambassador of Japan to Seychelles and the Minister for Tourism and Culture.
Cinema is more than entertainment. It is a powerful form of storytelling that reflects a society's values, traditions, and imagination. Through these films, Seychelles audiences are invited to experience Japanese culture in a way that is accessible, engaging, and deeply human. Themes that resonate strongly with our own island identity. As the screenings unfold over the coming days, I encourage audiences to engage fully, to watch, to reflect, and enjoy the stories being shared.
And with this, we end this news summary. I'll be back at 8 with the Creole Bulletin. Good evening.